Okay, so I'll go quickly with other problems. Number 5, we have 5x times x plus 4 times 2x minus 3. In this case, you can have multiple ways of doing it. First is you can actually multiply the first term and second term together, then use the result to multiply by the third term. Okay. You can also do by multiply the second term here with the third term first, and then multiply by 5x in the end. Okay. You can do both ways. In this case, I'm going to do the second way. Okay, I'm going to multiply x plus 4 by with 2x minus 3 first, and then I will multiply 5x later. So, because we're not doing anything with 5x, rewrite it. Then here, inside we would have 2x squared minus 3x plus 8x minus 12. What can you simplify further? I know that negative 3x plus 8x equal to 5x. So I rewrite it as 5x multiplied by 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. And I have 5x multiplied to each term inside the bracket. You would have 5 times 2 is 10 x cubed plus 5 times 5, 25, x times x squared minus 5 times negative 5 times 12, which is 60x. Okay. Number 6, negative 2a squared b to the 4th power multiplied by 3ab squared plus 7a cubed b minus 9a plus 3. This is a little bit tricky question because we remember that most of you did not remember to multiply the negative sign in front of 2a squared b4. Okay? So remember that you have to multiply the sign as well. Here it's negative sign multiplied by positive, negative. Okay? And you would multiply the number together and then the terms, okay, the exponents with the same base. So here we have 2 times 3 is 6, and we have a squared times a. Okay, so would be equal to a cubed. B to the 4th power times b squared. Because they are exponents that are the same base b, we write b, and 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so b to the 6th power. Same apply. Here you will have minus 14a to the 5th power multiplied by b to the 5th power. Okay. Plus. So why is this a plus? Because negative 2 times negative 9 here, which is a plus, so 18 a squared times a cubed, b to the 4th power here multiply to 1, which is b to the 4th power. Rewrite it, and negative times positive, negative 6. Okay, a squared b to the 4th power. Alright, now let's do some factoring. Question 9. Question 9, we have 12x squared plus 4xz plus 3xy plus yz. Remember that we do factoring. In this case, we need to identify the common terms. Okay, specifically, we need to find the GCF, right, greatest common factor for these among these, and we know that this is the first term is the number 12x squared. In the middle we have x, okay, and then we have z, y, z. Okay, so this actually prompts us to approach this problem by grouping. Now, if you do a lot of problems, you would realize immediately that 12 and 4 common factor with the number here would be 4. Okay, and if you put 4 out, inside here would be 3. Okay, and remember that here, if you group these, the first two terms, and group the last two terms together, you would have the greatest common factor for this group would be 4x. Okay, so we'll have 4x. Inside the bracket would be, because you pull out 4x, that also means that actually inside here divided by 4x. So 12x squared divided by 4x. 12x squared divided by 4x would be equal to 3x, right? So here we will have rewrite this as 3x plus, because this is, you already pull out 4x, this term 4xz divided by 4x, so what you have left is z, positive z, plus, again, GCF for this group would be y, okay? So put y out. In the bracket, you will have 3x plus z. Now, you see that here, 3x plus z, 3x plus z, this is another common factor. So you will factor 3x plus z out. Inside, now this is actually a multiplication, okay? So times 4x plus y, okay? You need to have this bracket to tell us that this is a multiplication with groups, okay? So a lot of people only write 4x and then plus, so you would only, so a lot of people, a lot of your friends write this. And this is not true, okay? This is not correct, because if you write like this term only multiplied by 4x and then plus y, okay? So y is an extra, whereas if you have a bracket with 4x plus y, that means the entire term 3x plus z multiplied by the entire term 4x plus y, okay? This one is correct and this one is not. Question 10. We have 25x squared minus 36. And if you remember the lessons, you would know that this is the difference of the two squares. Difference of two squares. Recall that a squared minus b squared equal to a times b. A minus b times a plus b. Okay, so how would you rewrite this as a square? 25 is 5 squared, x squared here, you can rewrite it as a 5x squared. And 36 is actually 6 squared. So here, this is your A, this is your B. Okay, so you would have A minus B, so 5x minus 6 times A plus B, so 5x plus 6. Okay. Question 13, a lot of people did it right, but I just want to make sure that you understand the problem. It says that the given expression represents the area of a square, right? And find the side length in each situation. So it's given, you're given a square, okay, right? And you're given also the expression. So for example, A, you have 100 r squared minus 220 r plus 121. Okay, and this entire expression represents the area of a square. Okay, and they want you to find the side length. Okay, we know that the area of the square equal to, if you have a side of a square that has the length A, the area would be equal to A times A, or A squared. Okay, so a square, perfect square. Now, if this represents the area of a square, so the side length of the square would be square root of A squared would be equal to A. Now, later on you will learn that square root of A squared would be equal to absolute value of A. Okay, but in this case, because we have square, we have a square, right? So our number is already positive. Okay, so we don't have to worry about this. You will learn this further in Algebra 2. But in this case, we just understand, or we just have to know that A represents the side length, okay, of a square. So A have to be positive. So the goal is that to actually somehow put this expression into a perfect square, okay, in this A square form. Okay, so this is actually a factor problem. You know that 100 A squared minus 220 r plus 121. You know that this is actually a perfect square trinomial. Okay, A minus B squared, this is equal to A squared minus 2AB plus B squared, right? So in this case, 100 r squared, you would rewrite it as the 10r squared, right? Okay, so my A is actually 10r. Now, you look at the last term, 121, and we know that 121 is actually 11 squared. So 11 is my B. Okay, and to check again, to make sure that we have the correct one, minus here, you see the 2. Okay, so 2 times, now A times B. So my A is 10r, my B is 11, and I want to check if, let's check if 2 times 10, 20, times 11 would equal to 220, and r here, same.